Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Curse of Oak Island recap. The team finds a new structure in Smith's Cove, an old coin in the swamp. On The Curse of Oak Island this week, Rick and Marty Lagina along with Craig Tester waste no time meeting up in the war room to discuss the dire situation they find themselves in. They have just weeks to go before winter weather brings this year's activities to a stop, and it's been 1 week since the excavation at the Site 3 borehole ended due to a labor strike that could last up to 21 days. Marty calls for the team to continue the Smith's Cove excavation, then reassess where they stand. Maybe it's time to call it quits for the year, says Craig. A very determined Rick replies, "Well, I disagree. We're nowhere near defeat." The tension continues to build as Rick states, "I don't like to fail, I don't like giving up," but concedes that they must come to a team decision. Marty remarks that their dad always said, "You can't beat Father Time." He adds that he wants to do everything possible this year, even if it means resurrecting that damned swamp. Marty's dislike of the stinky swamp is no secret, but they have made intriguing finds there, such as a 1652 Spanish pirate coin, a large iron spike, and deck planking, lending credence to the late Fred Nolan's theory that the swamp was artificially created centuries ago in order to hide a large sailing vessel. It's decided that the team will deploy seismic testing in the swamp to identify any potential voids and man-made structures, and Marty can't help getting in one last dig at his nemesis, labeling the bog wretched as well as fetid. At Smith's Cove, the team watches as crane operator Billy Gerhardt continues to scoop out piles of earth as the massive beach area excavation continues. Metal detecting expert Gary Drayton has found no metal today, and there has been no new pottery or glass uncovered at the wash plant. Hold the phone, before the sun sets something amazing happens. The operator delivers a piece of wood up from the ground and someone asks, "Another structure?" "Wait a day," chimes in Gary, "and we'll find another structure." Next, stones are found along the structure, meaning this could be associated with the main flood tunnel. Crunching is heard as the crane continues its relentless dig, and Gary exhorts, "Dig it out and see what it looks like. If structures were treasure, we'd be rich." When a corner of the structure is found entrenched in the mucky mud, the excitement grows and the team starts digging by hand, finding wooden slats. If this is a shaft that predates the money pit, it could be a breakthrough discovery. Then, when they see water moving out from a pile of boulders, it's theorized they may have found one of the 5 stone box drains. "A heck of a lot of work went on down here," says historian Charles Barkhouse. Alex Lagina thinks this could mean they are close to the convergence point where the box drains join to form one tunnel leading to the money pit treasure shaft. Elsewhere, the team talks to Chris Dona, a theorist, in the war room. He presents the team with information about constellations and explains he believes the stars were used to map out things on Oak Island, such as treasure locations. To this, historian and researcher Paul Troutman says, "As above, so below," a reference to the theories some believe about the stars holding the key to finding treasure. According to Dona, he believes that the star Spica, in the constellation Virgo, marks a significant spot on the eastern edge of the swamp, perhaps representing a backdoor to the money pit. Rick tells their guest that he and the team are always ready to hear the theories of Oak Island enthusiasts such as Dona, because they have obviously done their homework and put in a lot of hard work to arrive at their conclusions. The others nod in agreement. Meanwhile, reps from Eagle Canada arrive at the swamp in preparation for a seismic survey of the muddy marsh. Prior to their arrival, the team spent 2 days draining the roughly 4-acre area and put down wooden planks for the experts to walk on. In all, more than 2,000 explosive charges will be set off, with 4,000 recording devices known as G-phones recording data. Each blast sends sound waves below the earth to create a data diagram, which hopefully will reveal any structures below. "I think seismic is going to yield some significant results," states Rick. Later, Marty and Gary arrive at Lot 27 to go over the spoils from the swamp drain. Gary's detector gets a target that turns out to be a coin or a button. Marty decides it's a button and Gary calls it an oldie, 1700s. Another target reveals a coin or a token with Marty saying, "I'd say that looks real old." It could date to the early 1600s due to the fact that it has a hole punched in it, meaning it could be from one of the colonies. Could this disfigured coin be a key to who came to the island before 1795? "I hate like hell to say it," says Marty. "Maybe there are answers in the swamp." Elsewhere, the team gathers in the war room to discuss the results of dendrochronology testing on the Smith's Cove structures, including the slipway and U and L-shaped structures. Colin LaRoque, professor of climate science at the University of Saskatchewan, tells the team that his data reveals the slipway was made of red spruce dating to 1771, meaning it predates the money pit. "Wow," says Marty. Jack Begley enthuses, "It is original." "This is quite impressive," says Rick. Craig adds, "That's huge," when it's revealed that the slipway is some 2 decades older than the 1795 discovery of the money pit. Next, they learn that the U-shaped structure is well-preserved red spruce from 1769, meaning it and the slipway were put in at the same time, making this revelation the biggest thing that's happened since they started working on the island, according to Marty. A clearly happy Marty says that he was about to call off the archaeologists and call in the psychiatrists, since nothing was making any sense up to this point. Discovering that something very significant happened in Smith's Cove years prior to the money pit. "To me it's gigantic," Marty says, calling it an extraordinary breakthrough, and indicating that all the money and work poured into the massive treasure hunting project to date has not been in vain. This latest evidence of a large engineering project as early as 1769 corroborates evidence and stories that treasure was brought here and buried centuries ago. Is the team on the verge of making a historic discovery that alters the record books? The mist hung low over Oak Island, shrouding it in an eerie stillness that belied the anticipation thrumming through the hearts of the treasure hunters. The curse of Oak Island had seen the Lagina brothers and their dedicated team face numerous challenges and uncover myriad mysteries, yet the island seemed always to hold back its deepest secrets. Today, however, there was a palpable sense that the island was on the verge of revealing something significant. As the sun rose, casting a golden glow over the island, the team assembled at the edge of Smith's Cove. For weeks, they had been excavating the area, driven by tantalizing hints of a hidden structure beneath the layers of silt and stone. The air was charged with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Rick and Marty Lagina, along with their trusted crew members, Craig Tester, Jack Begley, and Gary Drayton, gathered around the excavation site, ready to unveil whatever lay hidden beneath. "All right, let's get this started," Rick said, his voice steady but tinged with anticipation. The team worked in unison, removing the final layers of earth with careful precision. Each shovelful brought them closer to what they hoped would be a significant find. Suddenly, the clang of a shovel striking something solid echoed through the still morning air. Everyone paused, the sound reverberating in their ears. Gary Drayton, the team's metal detection expert, stepped forward, his eyes gleaming with excitement. "Let's see what we've got here," Gary said as he knelt down to inspect the object. Carefully he brushed away the dirt, revealing the outline of a wooden structure. The team exchanged glances, their excitement mounting. They continued to dig, revealing more of the structure, a series of wooden beams, intricately crafted and remarkably well preserved. "This is incredible," Marty murmured, running his fingers over the aged wood. "It looks like it could be part of a wharf or a dock." Craig nodded, his analytical mind already racing with possibilities. If this is indeed a wharf, it could mean that significant activity took place here. Perhaps it was used to transport something valuable. The discovery of the structure in Smith's Cove was a significant breakthrough. But the island was not done revealing its secrets. Later that day, the team turned their attention to the swamp, a place that had long been shrouded in mystery and speculation. Over the years, the swamp had yielded numerous intriguing artifacts, but it remained one of the island's most enigmatic locations. As the team trudged through the murky waters, their boots sinking into the thick mud, they were guided by their unwavering determination. Gary Drayton, metal detector in hand, swept the area with practiced precision. The familiar beeps and clicks of the detector filled the air, a symphony of potential discovery. "Got something," Gary exclaimed, his voice cutting through the swamp's quiet. The team gathered around as he carefully excavated the find. Slowly, a small round object emerged from the mud. An old coin, its surface tarnished but unmistakably ancient. Gary held the coin up to the light, his eyes widening with recognition. "This is an old Spanish coin," he said, his voice filled with awe. "It could be from the 1600s, maybe even earlier." The team stared at the coin, their minds racing with the implications of the find. A Spanish coin suggested a connection to the age of exploration and the possibility of hidden treasure. The coin was more than just a piece of metal. It was a tangible link to the past, a clue that could help unravel the island's enduring mystery. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows over the island, the team gathered around a campfire, their spirits buoyed by the day's discoveries. The flickering flames reflected in their eyes, mirroring the hope and determination that burned within each of them. Rick looked around at his team, his expression one of gratitude and resolve. "We're getting closer," he said, his voice steady. "Every discovery brings us one step nearer to uncovering the truth about Oak Island." Marty nodded, his mind already planning the next steps. "We need to analyze the structure in Smith's Cove and date the wood, and we should have the coin examined by an expert to determine its exact origin." Craig, ever the pragmatist, added, "We should also continue our search in the swamp. There's bound to be more there, perhaps even more coins or artifacts that can provide additional clues." The team agreed, their minds buzzing with possibilities. The discoveries in Smith's Cove and the swamp had reignited their passion and fueled their determination. Oak Island was a place of secrets and shadows, but it was also a place of hope and dreams. The curse that hung over the island, the whispered tales of treasure and tragedy, only served to deepen their resolve. As the fire crackled and the stars twinkled overhead, the team shared stories and laughter, their camaraderie strengthened by the day's events. Each member of the team brought their unique skills and perspectives, creating a synergy that was greater than the sum of its parts. They were more than just treasure hunters. They were a family, bound together by a shared quest and a common purpose. The island's mysteries were far from fully uncovered, but with each discovery, the fog of uncertainty lifted a little more. The structure in Smith's Cove and the old coin in the swamp were pieces of a larger puzzle, clues that would guide the team on their journey. As the night deepened and the fire died down, the team retired to their tents, their minds filled with dreams of what lay ahead. Oak Island had been generous today, revealing glimpses of its hidden treasures. But the island's greatest secrets still awaited discovery, buried beneath the earth and shrouded in time. The curse of Oak Island was not just a quest for treasure, it was a journey of discovery, a testament to the human spirit's resilience and the enduring allure of mystery. And as long as the island held secrets, the team would continue their search, driven by hope, passion, and the unyielding belief that one day the island would yield its most precious treasure.